Hi my friends, I'm having my morning cup of tea. It's summer here now in Spain. We have our own pool. I was like, I'm gonna do it in the pool. This is still a new concept to me. I've lived in a flat in London for so many years, so now that we have things like a pool, I'm like, hey, don't forget to use it. Do you know what I mean? It's like getting used to a new lifestyle. Some of you may have heard the expression before that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, right? Hang on, the sun's in my eyes. So I was doing some reflecting this morning, thinking about what can I share that might help somebody to drastically change and improve their situation, reflecting on how much my life has changed in the last year, 2 years, and just wanting more than anything to be able to connect the dots looking backwards, reverse engineer it so that I can package it up and give it to somebody else. This thought came to me. I remember learning a few years ago that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I thought, right, okay, who do I spend the most time with? I was thinking about my family, my partner, right, who I live with, that kind of thing. And so it kind of opens your eyes to the fact that that influences the way that you take care of your health, the way that you earn money, save money, spend money, the way that you have relationships, what you talk about, what you think about, right? That's what that quote is referring to. But the next level is to realize that, okay, if you're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with, what I did back in the day, I say back in the day, it was like 8 years ago or something. Yeah, I guess it is kind of back in the day. I realized, okay, I can change that average by making mentors one of the 5 people I spend the most time with. And at the very beginning, I didn't have the resources to hang out with a mentor. But I listened to them on social media, I read their books, I listened to their audiobooks and things like that. Every single day I was listening to people like Jim Rohn, Abraham Hicks, and so they kind of became part of the 5 people I spent the most time with. They became 5 of the most influential people that my brain was listening to. What starts to happen, and let me know in the comments if you've experienced this, when you continuously immerse yourself in the words, the thinking, the advice of somebody who is inspiring, who's created what you want to create, who has been around the block and learned some things, you start to find that you start living differently, start thinking differently based on how they've been influencing you. So I want to bring this question back into the light. Who are the 5 people either that you spend the most time with, or in this day and age when we have social media and we're spending up to 8 hours a day on our apps, who are the 5 influencers that you spend the most time with? Who are the 5 people on social media that you spend the most time with? What are the 5 podcasts that you listen to the most? What are the 5 channels that you watch the most? Because they are influencing you, and you become the average of the 5 people, and also the 5 platforms, 5 channels, 5 profiles that you spend the most time with. We have such an advantage in this day and age that we have any and all influences at our fingertips. You have complete control. If you have this device, internet, and you're watching this video, you've never had more control than any of your ancestors who came before you to decide who's going to infiltrate your brain, who's going to help shape the thoughts that you have into your best thoughts that are going to lead you to make the best decisions, that are going to lead you to create the best life. Myself too, I'm looking at what have I been consuming? What could I lean more into? Who could I spend more time watching? What podcast could I spend more time listening to? On that note, I've had a few requests from people to create or to relaunch my podcast. And I know that there are some people who are listening on the go, and maybe you'd even like some of these videos on this channel to be repurposed and put into a podcast format. So please let me know in the comments if you would like that. And one last thing, I woke up this morning also with a fresh new idea for a 2-day event that I'm going to be running inside my YouTube members only area. So if you press the join button down below, a little screen should pop up, and it should show you that you can join either at the Manifestation Bestie level, the Transformation Tribe level, or the Absolute Abundance level. And at the Transformation Tribe level, the middle level, you get access to an entire library of lots of different transformational events that I've done in the past, and I'm going to be launching a new one. It's going to be across 2 days, 1 hour each day, and it's called Transform Your Life. And we're going to be looking at each and every area in your life and helping to take it to not just the next level, but to your dream level. I'm going to guide you through it. We're going to do interactive things together. We're going to clear blocks. We're going to create new stories. We're going to shift your identity so that you can start moving differently from now onwards, so that you end up moving into a new direction in your life. So if you'd like to join us for that, click the join button and then join the Transformation Tribe level of my YouTube membership. And even before the live event starts, you can binge watch all of the previous events, masterclasses, and things like that that are available there. It's a whole library. Thank you for being here, and I will continue to show up for you. Lots of love.